Hello! Hello, guys. It's Noelle Michaels. I'm back. I'm here to do another update of Friended by God. Welcome to Noelle Chat. This video's super special subscriber is Dole. Yeah, I'm finally in my new studio. But it's a little bit late. It's after midnight, so I'm not going to talk so loud. Hope you guys are all doing good. Okay. Of course, I have a chart, and I have it up on the board behind me. So let's take a look. There we go. Something new, right? Okay. In this episode of Friended by God, Miles Finer, our main character, of course, the cast, gets friended by God earlier in the season, and he gets friend recommendations. You should look at my other videos. And of course, before we even get into it, come on, guys, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs ups are always good on the videos, right? So, God sends Miles a friend recommendation of Hassan Amir. There he is. Hassan Amir is a taxi driver, and he has a wife, a son named Mateen, and a daughter named Tara. And their family is Islamic, I should say. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Okay, so, yeah, they follow the religion of Islam. That's the way to say it. And it turns out that Hassan and his wife are worried about their son, Mateen, because Mateen is really starting not to go along with their family rules and things. But they idolize their daughter, Tara. What they don't know is that Tara is seeing a Jewish boy named David, and they're romantically involved. But of course, they're keeping it a secret from their parents, Hassan and his wife, right? Yeah. Well, Miles gets involved with Hassan and tries to explain to him that sometimes your religion can cause difficulties within the family, and you could end up more separated than together if you're concentrating on the wrong things. And Hassan tries to explain to Miles that he just is trying to be a good dad to his daughter Tara when he finds out about David and tries to break them up. Now, Tara, she pretends that she's okay with breaking up with David, but it was really just pretend, because in the end, she and David run away and are going to elope. Yeah. This episode seems to be a lot about questions between relationships between people. For instance, at the beginning of the show, Mateen and his mother, Hassan's wife, are having a difficult time. There's a question about how they're going to be getting along. And then Hassan gets into it with the son as well, and we're really left wondering how they're going to work it out. Now, Tara and David, there's the question of whether or not they're going to stay together or get broken up because the father doesn't agree with the difference in religions. It can be difficult when a couple has different religions, but David says he's not going to ask Tara to convert, and he is not going to convert to Islam either. They're both going to have their separate religions. And of course, Hassan is worried about future generations. How's that going to affect them? Okay, Miles, in our last episode, he became friends with an artist who made him a poster calling him the prophet, millennial prophet, something like that. It was like a really nice picture. And he got posters made up and he was putting them all over town to try to get more interest in his podcast, right? Well, the day after he puts them up, what does he see? DJ Trek, some DJ, starts putting their posters on top of his and covering them up. And it causes a little bit of a rivalry. And Miles is ready to get more posters and cover DJ Trek's up, right? Because he thinks that DJ Trek has something against him. Yeah. Meanwhile, most of the episode was about Hassan's family and also about Uncle T, Miles' dad's brother, Uncle T. His real name is Terrence. Yeah. And he's married to his wife, Lena, Lena. I don't have that on the chart. I should put it in. Okay, they call Uncle Terrence Uncle T. And they're having an anniversary party. And Allie is Miles' sister. She's not on there either. I better put her in too, guys. Allie Feiner, of course, she works at the bar. And so she's, arranging for the party and everything's good. Except at the last minute, guys, the last minute, the band doesn't want to play. You need good music at a party, right? So Reverend Arthur Feiner goes to the music store where his sax was fixed. And he runs into Trish the Dish. Now, you remember in that episode when Trish showed up, I said she would be a good love interest for Reverend Arthur Feiner. And he stumbles around in this episode trying to figure out how to ask her out on a date. And she says, it's kind of hard, right, to ask. And he said, yeah, and they decide they're going to go to a jazz club at another time and meet there. And that would be an easy way to start. Yeah, I think they're going to make a great couple. She's really got a good character, that Trish. So he goes to her and he asks her to recommend a band to fill in for the one that is not going to come for the party. And she does, of course. She says, here's my number. In case the band doesn't work out, you call me and I'll get you another one. And he was very happy to have her phone number so he could get in touch with her again. Now, Miles' friend, the tech guy, I need some water. My throat all of a sudden. Sorry, guys. Whew, started itchy all of a sudden. So Miles' friend, the tech guy, he's not really too much in this episode. Basically, he's just working on the firewall of the God account, trying to figure out who it is. He seems to be making some headway, but it really doesn't impact the show at all. Okay. Now, Kara, his other of the three musketeers, she's still investigating this Eli guy who she went out with here before, and they broke up, but he's changed a lot, and she's confused whether or not she should continue on with Eli. Is he really the one? Because the show has us thinking that Miles and she would make a good couple. And she talks to her mom about it. She runs into her mom and her sister. Her sister really wants to go to a Taylor Swift concert. And her mother's like, I don't know. She's too young to go to a concert. But, and the sister looks to Kara to she says, Mom, it's just a concert, Try to get her to be able to go to the concert. But the mom has some good words of advice for Kara and says, see how it works out, and, think about it as you go, and you'll figure out whether or not Eli is the one for you. I have a line between Hassan and Kara because towards the end of the show, after they talk about the fact that fears are universal, that Hassan really has a fear of losing his daughter if she should marry outside the religion, that those kinds of fears of losing your children as they grow up and move away and things is really all over the world, if it's not the kind of culture that, stays close. And Hassan said to Miles, who's the atheist, of course, you may not believe in God, but God believes in you. Yeah, at the end of the show, he comes back and he's talking to Miles, and Kara's there. And it turns out that a few episodes ago, when Kara got hit by a car and was laying in the street when she ran away from her mom, it was a few episodes ago, some guy jumped out of a taxi, and it turned out that he was a doctor. And he helped to save Kara, get her care that she needed. Well, guess who the taxi driver was? Oh, yeah. It was Hassan. He was the taxi driver, Hassan. So he starts telling this story about how God used him to drive a doctor to a place where there was an accident. And Kara's like, I was that person. So that was kind of neat to see all these connections between people. And the party for Uncle T and Lena started out as a happy anniversary party, but somewhere towards the end, they were arguing in a room and they got overheard. I'm not sure if it was Reverend or Miles or both of them. They were overhearing this, and it turns out that Lena walks out because Uncle T is involved in some kind of shady business. Yeah, in the previews for next episode are going to really dive into this shady business of Uncle T's. During the episode, of course, Miles was making a toast or some kind of speech, and he was just singing the praises of Uncle T to the point where Reverend Arthur Feiner, his dad, was kind of getting jealous. Yeah, I was getting jealous because of all the nice things Miles was saying, and he knows that Miles and Uncle T have a close relationship. But we're going to see. Coming up soon, Uncle T is not everything that he, everybody thinks he is. Something shady going on there. Should be exciting in the next episode, which is actually Sundays. Well, it's after midnight, so it is Sunday, but tomorrow, when the sun comes up, it'll be Sunday. And in the evening will be the next episode. So that'll be a quick update, right? Yeah. I think we covered it all Oh, except this is the best part as well, guys. Miles decides to take a class, and he's sitting in class, and he has his poster. That's the millennial prophet, right? And the girl sitting next to him, oh, is so very cute, of course. He's kind of looking at her. She sees his poster and shakes her head. Guess what? She has a poster too, and it turns out that she is DJ Trek. Boom! And her name is Mia. They introduce themselves. So there's a possible how that relationship's going to work out too. A lot of questions between Miles and DJ Trek, Mia, of course, between Reverend and Trish, how things are going to go between Uncle T and Lena, how things are going to go between Kara and Eli, and how this family is going to work on it. I think in the end, Hassan changed his mind and wanted his daughter's happiness above all. Even though he had many fears about it, I think he was going to be supportive at the end, and that's real nice to see. So, there we go. That's that episode, guys. I think I got it all. This is Noelle Michaels signing off. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks again to my super special subscriber, Dole. Don't forget the thumbs up, everybody. Yeah, I want to see lots of thumbs up and lots of sharing and subscribing. We need the subscriber number to go up, up, up. Yes. All right. I'm saying goodbye now, and I will see you soon. Take care, guys.